morning, good afternoon. It is afternoon, apologies. All right. Welcome. My name is Erin Simon. I am the Vice President and Head of Plastic Waste and Business here at World Wildlife Fund US. It is an incredible honor to be able to welcome you all to this high ambition briefing, really focused on a global treaty to address one of the most pressing issues facing our planet today, which is plastic pollution. Our goal today is to identify what we actually mean when we talk about ambition, and to highlight those concrete solutions that are going to help us to get there. How do we truly address elimination, reduction, regulation, remediation? The importance of this gathering in Paris cannot be underestimated. Our conversations this week are going to be instrumental in shaping the first draft of the treaty, we hope, and ultimately will determine whether or not we're able to continue with that accelerated timeline to 2024. Together, we not only have the opportunity, but we have the responsibility to make a real difference. It is heartening to see, of course, the private sector coming together in such a powerful way to advocate for reduction and reuse and standardization in a global treaty. For the final section of our stakeholder remarks, we're thrilled to hear from the Scientist Coalition, the Civil Society Coalition, and the youth community. Please welcome our next three speakers to the stage. We've got Dr. Jenna Jembeck, Distinguished Professor in Environmental Engineering, a 2022 MacArthur Fellow, and the founder of the Circularity Assessment Protocol at our lab in the University of Georgia. Come on up. We've also got Dr. Shahyar Hussain, a journalist, an ecologist, and social justice advocate, as well as the Secretary General of the Environment and the Social Development Organization. Come on to the stage.
Excellencies, ministers, distinguished guests, participants, my colleague. I apologize, I'm not sitting there to talk, and I'm not comfortable to speaking on sitting. So I'm coming here so that I can express my view normally and share my experience. As a journalist, I started my career early 80s. And the plastic is now an integral part of my life. The end plastic pollution is my final goal of life. I started the work to educate and aware the people about the plastic pollution in 1982. Why? 1982, I am sure nobody think about the plastic pollution. But it comes to my mind. I was in Melbourne that time. So I was working in the street and pick up some fruits, and the vendor gave me the brown bag. I was so, I'm thinking and I'm asking, why you are giving the brown bag? I need a plastic bag. And the lady says, I don't have the plastic bag. And I'm asking why. And she replied, I heard about this material is not good. So I deliberately refused that bag and introduced this brown bag. It was kept in my mind, and I say, I'm so stupid that I don't know about the harmful effect of the plastic bag. So the journey started that time. And it was not easy. It is a long story. But within short time, I cannot tell my story. Only things is I can share that I was not give up. In the many times, my editor says, don't do the rubbish thing. Otherwise, you will lose your job. This is not the good news. So leave it. but I'm trying. I'm not giving the things. As a journalist, then as a researcher, I fully devoted on that issues and try to find what is the harm and what is the alternatives. And many of you doesn't know the Bangladesh, my country, Bangladesh, is the first country to ban the plastic bag in 2002. But it was not easy. It is 13 years of struggle. It's my struggle, my organization's struggle, and other people's struggle. And then government come to front line and ban the plastic bag. I was 7-year exile for this movement in US. But I didn't give up. And I'm so happy to see the many people are coming and the plastic treaty is happening, it's going on. And if I die tomorrow, I'll be happy because you are taking the responsibility for our future nations and future generations. Come to the point of the treaty negotiation. Plastic pollution is not just the crisis of our ocean, it's not just the crisis of the waste issue. Plastic pollution, it's a chemical issue. It's an environmental health issue. Plastic pollution relate the climate. Plastic pollution relate the biodiversity, the ecosystem. If we cannot stop this, we will lose our planet. So the things is that we are just doorstep of the INC2, and it is important to set objectives, the text of the treaty, that we have a firm commitment to what we are saying that we are meaning. I know that it is not just for the government. It is not just for the business. It is for all of us. We need to work together for a legally binding instrument. We need a treaty. We need a treaty. Must be a treaty. We don't need a convention. We need a treaty. To stop the plastic pollution, we must have a treaty. Otherwise, we cannot tackle this issue in future. So I request all of you come forward, work together, and make this commitment happen within this time frame. This is an ambitious time frame, but I still believe it is possible. I was working with the Minamata Convention very beginning, and this is an example. The Minamata Convention is a diverse convention. It's many things to address, but it's happened. So I believe that plastic treaty will be happening within this time frame, and we will be sign the diplomatic conference in 2025. And the commitment that we are given here, that we have to make it happen by 2040. But as a small person, as a journalist, I'm coming from the third world, I request all of you, rethink. We have to say something, we have to prove something by 2030. Come forward, work together for plastic treaty. Thank you very much.